Hello and welcome back to The Great Cricketer, brought to you by ACO, India's leading digital insurance company. My name is Ian Higgins. Sam Perry sits across from me. Pezzy lad, just tell me everything about Adelaide. I was about to say Brisbane, then I was about to say Melbourne. Tell me what's going to happen. Tell me what happened.
What's going to happen first, and then what happened?
Just tell me about Adelaide.
I'll tell you. I know. Well, look, since we last spoke,
Yeah.
I had 1,000 beers.
That's, yeah. Sounds like you tipped a couple in.
Yeah, hey, I tipped a couple of in. Don't worry about that.
I'm not worrying about that.
Like Mark walked through the offside, but I tipped a couple in. Don't
You
worry
tip
about
them in
that.
through your ear, where your mouth is.
I had a little gap in my mouth where I talk out the side of it.
Usually put straw in there.
Mate, Adelaide was great, but it is great to be back sitting across from you. I can touch you now.
Yeah,
We
yay.
can touch.
Yay. We need to sanitise now.
Yeah, of course.
For 7 days.
No, mate, Adelaide was great, and obviously the procession continues without me being there.
Okay. People know what the score is. This is a slow march towards the, I was going to say death. It might be a little extreme. You know what, mate?
Hasn't stopped you before.
You know what? I was thinking about today. I've gone pretty ham on my feelings towards England and their shitness. And I was thinking, maybe we should be celebrating Australia more. I'm talking about me, personally. But it really... But the fucking meek little fucking... No, it just feels like the story is just how sad England are. The whole thing is sad. Like, when Joss Butler dropped that catch on day one, that was it, man. That's... people might go back to the first ball of the series when Rory Burns got bowled around his legs, but...
Joss Butler looks a shell.
Yeah, mate, and that's the point. Mate, these England players look fucking cooked. They look so tired.
Stokes doesn't. Stokes gives
He's
me...
limping around.
Every time, yeah, I know, but I get the impression the worse things get, the happier Stokes becomes, as in he's got that real animalistic edge to him, which I like. He's trying to get the boys going.
Especially after a couple of drinks.
Indeed. He'd be a lively schooner, I reckon. Good luck to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do.
Yeah.
It has that real broken feel.
Yeah, man.
To it,
mate. 150 overs in the dirt yesterday when it was fucking hot. You were tipping them in from the side of your mouth.
Yeah,
through your ear holes, and then the team gets rolled again. They lose 8 for 80 again. I mean, we'll get into the three things, but the team looks just like it's not devastated, but they know they're going to lose, This England team can't win a game here. There you go. And that's the story. But Australian players are playing well. But they always do in Australia, except against India C.
Look, grade terms, I was going to say 3 out, all out, but I've done it before. It's just more of the... in grade cricket, when you realise you're playing against somebody who's worse than you or a team that's worse than you, you get incredulous and offended. And you know what I mean? You actually start getting insulted at the... I don't know, the tapestry of the game being kind of insulted.
Mate, that triggers a memory.
Yeah.
I was playing... quite a few memories, actually, that I've repressed. No, it was in a second grade game and I was getting the shit bumped out of me and it was just too good for me, too quick, too everything, nothing in my half. And then one bowler who was a very good bowler bowled one very short and very wide that was nearly a wide on the offside. And the way I played it, because I've just been ducking everything and trying to fucking kick it and shit, I just let the arms go down and just be like, I'm not going to hit that. And then the bloke at second seat was like, this bloke fucking thinks he's pretty good, does he?
Yeah, you get a lot of and this was a lot of, oh my God. Yeah, there's a lot of, oh my God.
Yeah. What's this? Mate, that's what I said before. Jesus. It's like when the opposition's been terrible in the field all day, as England have, that's one of the most satisfying things you can say in the sheds. They have been terrible today. Okay,
so the first thing, Root and Malan sore shoulders. England emphatically won the first session today. They scored 100+ runs for the loss of 0 wickets.
Sure.
Both bats were motoring along.
Yeah.
And they were batting on a third day Adelaide Oval wicket under clear blue skies, 27 degrees. It was flat as fuck.
Yes.
And they made it look so. And it just look. Let's throw some compliments their way.
Yeah.
Again, both of the guys look like they were better than our bowlers during that period. Malan's square of the wicket was dominant. He was fluent and fluid.
Yeah.
Root was Root. Root has time.
AC Milan feels like he's got himself into the series now, and he'll get a run of games because I know they want Zach Crawley, and Zach Crawley may well come into this series as an opener. And he did open the batting in India.
Bit of talk about that last night,
but
by the way.
I got to say, no, positives. Like Milan, he looks the fucking business, and he has done last time he was playing in Australia 4 years ago. He's done so well in their T20I setup, even though they don't want him, but he keeps scoring runs. They don't want him. But he makes a bunch of sense, and he's batting really well.
He scores runs out here.
And you know what? And Root, again, he's passed 1,600 runs. Only 4 players ever have scored that many runs in a calendar year. Sachin never did that. He looks phenomenal. But he's done the thing that he had before. He's scoring these 50s, and your best player to win games just has to score hundreds. And Milan is now into that category as well. But you look at the year, it goes Root's 1,600 whatever the fuck runs, and then the next highest is Rory Burns with like 490 or something like that. I mean, it's just like where would this team without Roots runs this year would be fucking lose their international status.
There's obviously a bit of a cancer in the side in the sense that, like, because so many of them are playing badly, it's kind of filtering through to everybody. There are guys who are underperforming who are coming in after Root and Milan.
Yep.
But obviously that doesn't affect Root, because his batting just looks sensational.
And mate, does he look? He looks the best we've seen him out here because he hasn't. Even though he scored a couple of 50s out here before, he just looks. He's a much improved player.
Totally. He doesn't look. He doesn't look worried by our bowling at all.
Unless Cameron Green comes on.
Unless, giant Bambi on ice comes on. So
the Green Giant.
So Milan, though, looked troubled by Nathan Lyon on a wicket that is a bit of a ragger.
They've done it again, England. Mate, do you remember the pink ball test in Ahmedabad when they played Broad, Anderson,
I do remember
Archer?
that. I remember it very well.
Stokes.
In fact, that could be the funniest
match I've ever
seen in my life.
Yeah.
I still remember dive bombing
times.
into a couch, watching Axar Patel bowl to Johnny Bairstow in that situation.
And then Root took 5 for 8 in that game, but they played 4 seamers. Incredible.
He's a good bowler. So just wanted to note that those guys played well. I got a text from a mate who's just like, he's an old first grader who just gets red mist watching England. But he just said, I go out to dinner and they're 2 down. I come out from dinner, they're rolled.
Yeah.
And so the second thing he goes, another collapse. Take it away.
They lost 8 or 7. No, they lost 8 for 80, 8 for 70 in the second innings of the Brisbane Test. They lost 8 for 86 today or something like that. It's fucking incredible. But mate, the incredible thing isn't back-to-back games like this. This has been happening to England. No first innings runs and collapses. I swear to God, for like 5 years. And the amount of players they've tried, the combinations, I still think there's a team there somewhere.
Really?
But I feel like they've got so many guys who are just amazing white ball players or really good county championship players, and the jump up. I mean, you're talking about the precision of the game is just so unrelatable unless you're playing that level. And obviously you and I have played a lot of test match cricket and we know this.
Goes without saying.
The margins that we're talking about here, but there's just too many guys who just aren't good enough for test cricket. That's the harsh reality. But I reckon if Ollie Pope was in a team like of the 2010-11 team or the 2005 team where he comes in at 6 and he comes in like the Collingwood role, he gets to develop his skills. Same way that Michael Clark did when he came in because he's playing in like such a good team. He's got easier experiences. Ollie Pope comes in and it just feels like immediately any ball's got his name on it, But I feel like there's a team there and the combinations, I don't know. But maybe there's not.
So how do you get that? Like some people would say, if you're trying to unlock the potential of people, you know, it's a mental issue. So are we talking about just a big night on the drink? Boys just need to have a drink.
Yeah. A bonding session.
They have a bonding session over the bar.
They need to know each other better, and then they'll play their cover drives well and sort of know whether off stump is better. Stop playing out here.
My experience of the collapse was, and it won't surprise people hearing my voice at the moment, but I did
out in the library.
I did have a little bit of a kip this afternoon on the couch, and
it must be nice.
It's rare and nice, so back off. Okay, anyone with kids out there will understand that. Yeah. Anyway, and I fell asleep and I woke. It was 2 or 3, and then I woke up and it was 9. And I just went.
Oh, yeah, man.
That's what it was,
mate. It's
You see, there was a report today. He goes, sorry. It sort of sounds strange, but there was a report today that there was a Fox Sports guy out at the nets at Adelaide Oval.
Net
and
guy?
a net guy,
stuff.
and a young, as it's reported, a young lad was watching from the sidewalk innocently and asked Rory Burns, who walked past, "Do you like cricket?"
Yeah.
And Burns replied, "Sometimes, mate."
Fucking perfect.
Mate, how does he find sometimes to enjoy it? That's my question.
Well, he scored shitloads of runs for Surrey at the Oval.
Yeah, I guess that's
he's got a
fun.
couple of Test hundreds. That seems like it'd be good, but the rest of the time, I mean, yeah.
What is it's I like the idea that like it's an odd question, I think, for a kid to ask. Like,
No, I reckon that's the most kid question ever.
I was hoping it was a plant. That's what I'm saying. You know, I'm
Oh,
hoping,
I see.
like,
I
you know,
see. Yeah.
Daily Mail stuff or whatever. Just go,
I like
go
it.
up and ask him.
Go
you
and
know.
ask him. Yeah.
Gave the dad $30. Gone and got a Vietnamese feed out the back.
Get yourself
as
a
a
little
reward.
Vietnamese feet out the back.
I don't know.
Get yourself out the back there.
Just in that collapse, he goes,
Or bok choy.
a little bok choy, a little bit of banh mi, if you want. Stark four-for, line three-for.
Hey, mate, line bowled superbly.
Yeah.
Really well. And to that end, Alex Carey, mate, clean.
I like it. Yeah,
really
I
clean.
like it.
And
I
the
really-
teeth are looking
I
good.
like it. Yeah,
nice.
not hearing anything as well.
Mate, it's satisfying.
yeah.
And like Cameron Green's fucking bowling really well. And he doesn't say shit and he apologises when he gets wickets. I like the way the team plays. There's actually a nice friendly vibe to this series. The whole Nathan Lyon, Joe Root thing feels like old school friends playing against each other in reps. It's a very odd relationship that they're mates.
But they are friends.
But they
aren't
played together in
Yeah.
grade cricket. That's how they know each other. But
But I don't think Root wants to let on that he's mates with Lyon because like it's
Yeah.
fun to hate Lyon. In
no, of
England.
course. Yeah.
Anything else on the bowling? I thought Joe Richardson bowled without luck. I mean, his figures were not flattering by the end, but he was he looks a real prospect to me in terms of weapons and tools.
He's a weapon. He's a weapon greyhound.
His weapons and tools.
Yeah, he's a real whippet for me.
Yeah,
but
whippet.
I can see why Nisa gets more wickets in Shield because I think he's a better bowler.
Yeah, just a straight up better bowler.
Yes, I do
think that
think
Richardson's going to be a better bowler at Test
I
level.
do agree with that, but I think right now Nisa, for me, looks steadier.
We don't need steady. Third thing, we
me-
don't.
give me
We
raw
can
sex.
Fucking do what we want. We can have any sort of sex we want against these guys.
Oh, by the way, the Lions have gone home. The British and Irish Lions, the rugby team from when they beat us out here in 2016 or whatever. No, the England A side, the Lions, they've flown home. They flew them home.
Lots of things going through my head there.
Yeah, Simba.
Was there an exhibition of?
It's just Cirque du Soleil shit.
By the way, the Lions have gone.
Yeah.
Okay, the third thing he goes, how does Australia...
Sorry, the point of that was that there are no reserves here now. What they've got is what they've got.
Yeah, okay.
So it's the most 5-0 fuck off anyone's ever seen.
How does Australia skin the cat? Because as we know, there are many ways to skin the cat.
Yeah.
The
We're skinning cats.
The lion is the biggest cat.
We're cat skinners.
We're into the sadistic phase of the match where Australia swells its lead from 250 to 500.
We're chubbing up.
While England just has to wait.
That's
and their
right.
beetroot red faces.
That's right. You sit there and you cop it.
Exactly. Sweat pooling.
Yep.
You know, drunk Aussies in the stands.
Just get redder faced.
Yep. Shots of the Aussie dressing room, not necessarily yipping and yahooing, but a lot of sides smiling. Obviously, it's a happy dressing room.
It's happy.
Langer's always there,
Yeah.
sort of pouting.
Yeah, a lot of guys
sort of
getting in the
computer.
shot and they're kind of like
Yeah.
mucking about, little like fingers in ears, that kind of gear.
You're wondering if they can hear the commentary about it. They
Yeah.
know they're in shot.
Yeah.
They look up quickly, then they just look down as
Yeah.
though they didn't know what was going
That's
on.
right. That's right.
Yeah, there's just going to be a lot of that.
It feels that way, mate.
A lot of should they have enforced the follow on?
Yeah.
No. So what happened with Laxman? We'll never do it again.
Never again.
Never
again.
Never.
No, mate. I thought that decision was, mate. That decision generally, not just this test match, is now just sports science, right? Like it's 98% sports science. 2%. Let's watch them melt. Let's put them in the cheese toasty machine.
Melt stuff.
And it's the fucking
Psychological melt.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
It's sadistic now because we agree England are broken, don't we?
mate,
After today, look, I want to shine one light.
you know, it stems from wicketkeeper. Legit. I think he's so fucking cooked, and I feel sorry for him.
Started first ball of the series.
Yeah.
He goes. So we've got how does Australia skin the cat? Look, I'll shine. I'll give some brightness to England. I still think that Joe Root could hit 200 if at some point. I feel like it's coming. I'm trying to offer something. He's been batting at times, and I'm like, he's bloke back as long as he wants. He still obviously has couple of mental scars here because he hasn't managed to get 100. But the wicket still looks okay. I think it's actually, you know what? It's going to be doing too much for Nathan Lyon.
This England team can't score more than
I'm like, if
270.
If they do it,
in any innings.
it has to be somehow Joe Root absorbing every ball and farming the strike as soon as he comes in.
Mate, what about when Stokes was in and there was 8 down, then he started to do the Headingley thing? That fucking took me, that fucking took me back. That took me back.
How much shaking?
Yeah. Talk about blacking out, fucking hell. Green got him chopped on in the end. Chopped on in the end, but it just fucking took me back to 3 a.m. in whenever that was, 2019. Drinking rosé and just collapsing on the floor. Anyway, fuck, what a game that was. But mate, yeah, it was. It was
wonderful to be part of that. To be part of that occasion, it was such a wonderful victory, you know, and spectacle.
Mate, in some ways, I feel like I hit the winning runs.
Indeed.
Yeah, mate, England are broken. There's no doubt about that. So I think it's just a matter of this game will go into the 5th day. I think it was, what, we look at 500, something like that? Instead of 500, we'll try and bowl.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Mate, what the thing that they want least England now will happen, and that Cameron Green will now score 70. And now he's into the series.
Do you reckon they want Marcus Harris to make runs?
Yeah, that's another thing. Is this going to be... He's not nearly as bad nick as what Joe Burns was this time last year when he got this 50 in the pink ball test match as well, chasing 90 or whatever it was after they bowled India out for 36. Marcus Harris is in better touch than that, but...
I'm not sure it's going to work out for Marcus Harris, but I also sense that they're going to play him the series because they feel like they owe him a whole series.
Well, also, why would you need to change anything? Literally, because they want him to work.
I heard Chris Rogers say on the radio that he was sort of vague about it, but that Will Pekoski was... available after Christmas.
Well, he's playing his first grade game on January 6th, so he's going to go from grade cricket. So we're still a shot in, mate. We're still a shot.
Mate, bring in Pekoski from grade cricket. I think he'll go fine against these coaches. I mean, it's pretty much the same level.
He's playing Wokes. Go on then. Yeah.
I think
that's harsh.
Yeah, of course. That's the job, though, isn't it? England have made their beds for this. The most annoying thing about this is they're becoming so broken and battered that now we're sitting down here wondering if it's too much.
Mate,
for offering
exactly,
too much.
Exactly.
That's the most offensive thing yet.
I don't know if it's getting towards worst touring team ever. It's getting towards that, seriously. I don't think that's superfluous. I think that's fucking or hyperbole. It's fucking bad.
Oh, it's all superfluous. Everything you're fucking doing is superfluous. There's no problem with that.
What are you doing for a job?
Yeah. Exactly. It's all getting very superfluous.
Yeah.
My dad said that to me a few times, actually, in Adelaide. Anyway. That's Nisa, Ton. Yep. And we'll go from there.
All right. Give me hashtag AskTGC.
Hashtag AskTGC. Here goes. It's from Rahul Nuthaki. It's all thanks to Acco.
It's all thanks to Acco.
It's all thanks to Acco. It's you. It's all for you. Anyways, Lana Del Rey. Sorry.
Yeah.
Rahul, thanks again, brother. Let's get a couple more AskTGCs coming in here. Boys, when Nisa got the wicket, Kawadra and Swepson ran in with the drinks to give him a hug, while Marnus watches on and Bryce Street and Steckety are waiting in the wings in Australia A. Have you accepted your new Queensland overlords yet?
Yeah, we've had a couple of cycles because we went through a real Western Australian phase where Bancroft was opening the batting, Mitch Marsh was in the team, Shaw Marsh was in the team as well.
Langer
coach. Was anyone else playing? I suppose Richardson was in the squad as well. I feel like someone else was in there. Anyway, so we sort of went with that. And then, there is a real Queensland filter, which is, it's been a minute since we've had the Queensland,
energy.
Yep, exactly. The banana benders.
Look, as a New South Wales person, it's probably sacrilege to say. I mean, firstly, in terms of safety power rankings in states, no other state will admit this, but New South Wales is the beacon of safety of Australian cricket.
100% it is.
But I like a bit of Queensland energy in an Australian side.
Yeah,
I think that's probably the next state where a strong, successful, confident Queensland cricketing outfit is
led
good
by
for
Kawaja.
Australia.
Feels good.
Look, New South Welshman as well, but
he's always Randy Peets to me.
Yeah, exactly. But there's a bit of boys about Queensland generally.
There's a little bit of boys.
They seem to have an energy and a spirit and togetherness. And let's face it, Australia is a compilation of states, and they probably do consider themselves a team before the Australian team.
Yeah.
But I'll never accept them as overlords. I mean, that's, I understand Rahul's ignorance about that, not knowing Queensland, New South Wales dynamics. But
Australia is basically Yugoslavia about to be turned into Serbia, Montenegro.
turned into. I like that.
Any wars went on there? Probably, yeah. Let us know in the comments.
Yugoslavia turned into Serbia, Montenegro. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nemanja. That's all I got, brother.
Okay, nice one. All right, well, we'll be back tomorrow night for Sunday night after church, where Australia will be probably in an even stronger position somehow. Will England finish the game with 11 players? I don't know, a couple of yellow cards out there. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.